Let's take a look at compound interest. So the formula for compound interest is A is equal to P times 1 plus I to the power of N. So this I is the interest rate as a decimal divided by the number of compounding periods per year. And N is the total number of compounding periods. And N is calculated by doing the number of compounding periods per year times the number of years. So for our first example, we are just going to focus on calculating the interest rates per compounding period, which is I, and then the total number of compounding periods, N. And if we need to, we're going to round to 4 decimal places. Now, in theory, you should really try to not round, but it depends on how comfortable you are using your calculator. So let's take a look at the first one, where we have 5% compounded annually for 7 years. So for I, this is going to be equal to 0.05 because we have 5% written as a decimal, or interest rate as a decimal, and that's going to be over 1 because it's compounded annually. So that means 1 time per year. And we can, of course, simplify that to just 0.05. Now for N, our total number of compounding periods, we need to take the number of times per year that it is compounded, so number of compounding periods per year, and that's just 1 because it's compounded annually, and then multiply it by the number of years. So 1 times 7. So here we get that N is equal to 7. Okay, so that one was pretty straightforward. Let's go to part B. So we have an interest rate at 6.8%. And so we need to divide that by 100 and turn it into a decimal. And then we need to divide this by the total number of compounding periods per year. So compounding semi-annually means 2 times per year. So we're going to divide that by 2. And that's going to give us 0.034. And for N, the total number of compounding periods, we're going to take the number of compounding periods per year, which is 2, and multiply it by the number of years, which is 10. So this means we have N is equal to 20. Part C, we have 0.8% compounded quarterly for 6 years. So we have to divide 0.8 by 100. That's going to give us 0.008, and that is going to then be divided by 4 because quarterly means 4 times per year. And we can simplify that down to 0.002. Now for the total number of compounding periods, we have the number of times per year it is compounded, which is 4, times the number of years, which is 6. So N is equal to 24. And lastly, we have 1.8% compounded monthly for 0.5 years. So monthly means 12, right? There's 12 months in a year. So for I, we are going to divide 1.8% by 100. So we end up with 0.018. And this is going to be divided by 12, okay? Because it's compounded 12 times in 1 year. This gives us 0.005. Okay, and that's not a rounded number, that's an exact number here. And then for N, total number of compounding periods, so it's compounded 12 times per year. Now it's only for 0.5 years though. So we have 12 times 0.5, and N is equal to 6.